got to be like the craziest mail week that I have ever had. I don't think I have ever had this many grails at once come in the mail at once. I'm a little overwhelmed, and we can get into that as soon as we want to. I'm just going to make sure some more people can show up and stuff like that. I was kind of thinking of maybe just posting in the old what we got here, the old Modus Works group or something like that. Let people know that I am on because it's I got an MVI. I've got an MVI wrapped, the one that I have always wanted, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's great. And I want to show it to you. It's been overwhelming. You can tell I'm overwhelmed. I'm kind of speechless. So what I did was I did go and I did shoot like some unboxing videos that I will show you during the live. It's kind of like my new thing since I have time to do it. Because there was no way they showed up on Wednesday, and I'm like, I can't wait until Sunday to do this. It's not going to happen. So, we're going to do it. We're going to do it that way. I'm going to show you that way. So, how's everyone doing? Who we got here? We got Jeremy Piper, and then we got Gas. Cool. You've been here before, right? Oh, you're both Nerd Herd members. Cool. Love it. Love to see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also first time doing a vertical. I've got this out vertically on Vertical Live too at the same time. So if you're watching Vertical Live, let me know in the chat, and I'd love to know that it's all working and everything like that. Okay. Living it, loving it. Hey, Eden. Hey, Soko EDC. Oh, it's Wesley. Wesley, you changed your name. Sorry, I missed that. Hey, what's up, Osman? How you doing, man? How you doing? Oh, Pam's here. Looks good here. Looks good here. Looks good there. Looks good everywhere. Love it. All right. So before we get too into the really good stuff, I just wanted to show you what the wifey did to my wands. I thought it was really funny. Hey, Samuel's here. Do I play games? Like, do I play video games? Yeah, I did. I live stream games now and then, every once in a while. I'm going to be doing a lot more of that too. So what my wifey did to these is kind of funny to me. It's kind of funny. So she started using, okay, I'm going to leave them how she left them because it kind of made me realize that, I'm going to zoom in on these. There we go. So it kind of made me realize that like Griffin EDC stuff, Griffin EDC ones, and then Wizard EDC are apparently completely interchangeable in their threading. So she comes to me and she's got this top from Wizard EDC, this WCU one. She's got it on, let me get this right. Yeah, she's got it on the Griffin EDC spin stick, and she's taken the base off of the Wizard one and put the Griffin one on here. And then she wanted to try this head, and I don't think she liked it. So I think that's why she left it. She left it all here on the desk because I think she wanted this head on this head. But it was really funny to me. It was funny to me to see that she was actually using it. I always love it when she like uses something and then like kind of enjoys it or something. So I thought I would like mention that for some reason they use exactly the same threading here. So you can have this thread here. So these are like Franken wands, I guess, right? So you can have these and then you can just like interchange it up. So you see I've got a Griffin EDC base here and Wizard EDC base here. It was fun, and it just works either way. One thing that made me realize is that it was his name Michael Griffin does Griffin EDC. This is a lot. This is a lot. That little bit there. Should shrink that down. Should shrink that down a little bit. I think we should make it half of that. What do you think? What do you think, Griffin? Let's bring that down a little bit. I don't know. It's just my thought. Close that gap a little bit more. Anyway, that was fun. It's fun. Beads are fun. Oh, they're great. So I'm going to put that over there. Big mess. Big old mess. Okay. So I'm going to do these in order. I'm going to do these in order of how I got them, how I received them. And I'll play the unboxing video, and then we'll look at it a little bit more. And then we'll play another unboxing video, and so on and so forth. So yeah, check out this first one. Hey, what's going on, my nerds? So if you watch this channel, you might know that I'm a big fan of my Copper Nectar Plus from 2EDC. If you have not heard of 2EDC, amazing maker. And recently he did a pre-order for Mochame Nectar Pluses and also Zerk Nectar Pluses in this beautiful, beautiful machine finish. It's gorgeous. I have finally, at long last, a Nectar Plus in the Zerk sitting right here. We're going to unbox it. I'm really excited about this. I've been waiting for a little bit. This is one of those ones that I just decided to forget about. Just forget about it. It makes the time go by faster, sort of. The last pre-order that I got one of these, and I opted to get some actual Zerk buttons with it. So once again, Samuel Roscoe, the designer, owner of 2EDC, he has allowed us to purchase additional buttons. So I did this as well with my Zerk one. I had a really good idea for a combo pairing. I'm excited to try it. I think it's going to be really good. Box, knife. Let's do this. I just have to not cut myself. Not like that's ever happened before while I'm unboxing something. Never. I would have never done that, ever. I did do it like really bad one time. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes, we don't need any of that. We just need this. Thank you, FN. That means Fidget Nerd. He always does that with my packages. It's great. Thanks, Sam. Ooh, oh, I'm going to hide these. I'm going to hide these. Okay. We're going to look at that. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to look. We're going to do that after. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Sam Roscoe, what have you done? Every time I hear Samuel Roscoe, I just think of the actor Sam Rockwell. Oh, yes. Oh, there's something special there. Oh, let's get this on close up. Oh, look at this. Look at those machining lines. So once again, this is machined by the legendary, the one and only Nick McKenty. Designed and machined in the USA. This Nectar Plus is beautiful, beautiful machine finished zirconium. I hate polished zirconium. I just want to put that out there. I can't stand polished zirconium. So I am so happy to see makers going with the machine finished blackened zirconium. The reason being, polished zirconium is a fingerprint magnet, absolute fingerprint magnet. This machine finish, it sucks up the fingerprints so much more. When you have that, you can just deflex them, deflex the fingerprints. That is what we want. I gotta put these buttons on there. These other buttons are over here. Okay, so I did, like I was telling you, I got the other buttons. Okay, so there's that. There's that. I got this one in there. Ooh, look at them. A little bit of coffee, a little bit of black coffee, and a little bit of coffee with some cream. Okay, I'm not even I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking down there. I'm just gonna. There it is in my hand. Bag over there. Okay. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it right down. I'm gonna put it right against that way. Yeah. Put it right down here beside this one. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Mokume, etched and polished on zirconium. I was right. I was right. Look at that. That was a grail right there. You've outdone yourself again, Samuel. You too, Nick. You too. You too. What are you doing? What are you even doing? Just stop. Save some for the rest of them. So worth the wait. Always a pleasure doing a pre-order with Samuel. He always sticks to his deadlines. One of my favorite makers. Oh, that etch feels dreamy. Just dreamy. I'm going to weigh it real quick. It's definitely going to be a little lighter than this. So this one with the zirconium, that's a 102. That's like almost 103. It's going to be a little less. 88 miles per hour. 88. What a good number with those Mokume. What is it without? Just for you people that want to know. Zircon Zirk. What we got? 82. So if you didn't get in on this pre-order, you kind of missed out. That's evident. It's all good. He's going to do more. People will sell these. I won't be selling mine. I cannot see that happening. I cannot get over that combo. That is just so crisp. That is crisp and fresh and gorgeous. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Then no. It's gorgeous. I'm rambling. And, you guys are great. Thanks for being nerds. Thanks for watching this. Okay, so it is Wednesday, my dudes, and I actually have 2 more boxes over there, 2 more grails to unbox. I had a triple grail delivery day on a Wednesday, hump day, my dudes. So I'm going to go open up another one. Have to. Can't just let it sit there. So yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot for me. I'd wait a long time for that. And yeah, Gas, you're right. The machine lines are amazing. If Samuel's still in the chat, I would love him to type in what Nick McKenney was calling that finish, because it was some sort of French name and it escaped me at the time. And I'm just remembering it now. And I thought that was a fun kind of French sort of name for that machine finish. And I totally forgot to look it up, but yeah, it was like kind of in my head while I was unboxing, and I was like, I'm not going to try to make up French words or anything like that. So yeah, we have got W when, right? When W, because yeah, I love the Nectar so much. And I famously sort of, I don't know famously, but I did get rid of I sold my Nectar, no, not my Nectar, my Big Poe. I sold my Big Poe when I got this Nectar, the Copper Nectar Plus. And it was because the Nectar did everything, the Nectar Plus did everything that the Big Poe was doing, but more. It had more like rounded edges for the chamfer there. And it was just an easier play, a little bit heavier. But it was, oh man, it was just enough to be that much better that I got rid of the Big Poe that I had. This one is like the same thing's happening for me. I'm going, wow, this thing is premium shit. This is like a premium spinner to me. And it makes me almost want to sell the Nectar Plus in copper. But then at the same time, I'm going, should I? Because then I'm sort of not giving myself a real good, like actual EDC spinner that I can like take out and feel like a little less, worried about it, because this thing is so premium that like at this point, I'm kind of nervous to bring it out into the world. It's just so bloody perfect. So I just did want to talk about the machine finish more, because I don't know what's going on here. And this is like my second Zirk spinner that I've ever had. The first one I got a little while ago is the SP3 by ZZ MPA. And it is in a stone wash and blasted. Okay. So different sort of thing, black and stone wash blasted, soft, beautiful, feels great and all that stuff, but it's not a machine finish and it's not a Nick McKenty machine finish. There is something happening here. I don't think I've ever experienced a spinner quite so soft and velvety. Samuel's here. We call them. See, that's perfect. So you call them full throttle machine finish. See, I love that. I love that Nick McKenty has his own. That's so funny. I was looking at, because I saw that on the sale form where it said FTM, and I was going, "What is FTM? Something machine finish? What are we doing? Full throttle machine finished." Okay, yeah. But they resemble the, here we go. The côtés de you know what? I'm not French, so I'm not going to try. Côtés de Genet, whatever. Lines you'd find on high-end Swiss watch movements. Remember I said high-end? Remember I said this just feels high-end. This just looks high-end. To me, this is just like, this is high-end. I think that the going rate or something, I can be corrected, but I think for just the Zerk on its own without getting extra Mokame buttons was something like $350. But I would easily, on like the secondary, if someone was selling one of these things, I would easily pay $500 or more just to be able to get one. Côte de Genève. Hey, Barbara, where's the Côte de Genève? That's all I think about is some American trying to pronounce it. Sorry, no offense to all the Americans. Go Canada. So it's amazing. And the finish, it's like what I was trying to think of. I was like, how it's so soft. I was trying to think of like how to describe it. And it's like, it's intoxicatingly soft. Like just the idea of how you can spin it, stop it, and then just be putting your fingers over. There's something special about the way that machine finish is working. It's like velvet. Velvet is like really fine and it's really soft and fine and stuff. It's like I almost thought like, what if like velvet fibers were made so thin and so densely compacted together that they actually formed a hard surface. That was like the only description I could come up with, but in my mind is that, what if they were so densely compacted that they were like that? It's kind of like that. I'm like so in love with it. Yes, thank you. I will work on the pronunciation. I am from Western Canada, where no one gives a crap about French. Bunny, my partner and moderator, is from Eastern Canada. And the only province where, what is it? It's like the only official bilingual province in Canada where it's officially French and English. I've never been anywhere where almost everyone does know French and English. It's crazy. So yeah, there's only one province like that. Anyway, this thing's amazing. The patina is already starting on this Mokame, and it's, God, I'm like coveting this thing. I'm really blown away by it. It was just, oh man, I don't know what else to say. Thank you, Samuel. Slow clap for Samuel. It's so good. It's so good. Hey, Mike, how you doing? It does look beautiful, doesn't it? It's amazing. I am so into this. It is so beautiful and pretty. And of course, you do this little old lift test. That is, I'm like so shaky. I've had so much coffee. But that is your perfect Nick McKenty balance right there. Look at that. I believe Nick first did those lines on the Tungsten Asylums in 2018, 2019. That's really good info, Samuel, thank you. And then they actually do resemble. If I can find it. Oh, where did I put it? What have I done to it now? Oh, right. The bearing was coming out in it, so I had the button off. I had it in the other bin. So the W. So Nick also machined the W, and he did those lines on it as well. Just like award-winning machine finish in my mind. Award-winning machine finish. I'm absolutely blown away by it. I kind of am a sucker for it now. I'd kind of take any spinner like with that full throttle machine finish. It's so good. So that actually reminds me, I wanted to talk about the fact that I was just doing that little lift test on the spinner, and it got me thinking about how I've been hearing a lot of reports about people like thinking that the lift test is like your be all end all of like, this is going to test the balance of a spinner. And then if it for any reason fails the lift test, that it's like, that's a bad spinner. So I'll get into it, but I'm here to tell you that's wrong. 100% that is wrong. The lift test has been proven time and time again to really only be like a starting point, okay? But there are so many bearings that you can put in there. There's so many other things going on that really it's just not the way to go. Chat, lift test isn't accurate enough. Yes, requires skill and consistency to perform. It does. So just as I was mentioning how I'm all shaky and stuff, right? From having like too much coffee. I think I even had a Monster Energy. Like, you know, I'm like, I cannot hold my hand still. So I'm not going to be performing any surgeries here or anything like that. But it's still passing pretty good. I mean, it is Nick McKenty, but what I wanted to show you is kind of, what do I got here? So yeah, so I have one here. So this is a spinner. It's a buddy of mine. We opened it up on, I think, the last stream with Jeremy, if I'm right. So this one comes from Spin Nerd. This is an old spinner. This is like established 2017 on there, okay? So apparently these spinners were a little notorious. It's called the arachnophobia. They were a little notorious for not being perfectly balanced. So if we take this try, for instance, and we go up, we get an instant sort of drop to that one arm. Yeah, hey Jeremy, what's up? That was Fidget Blips. Fidget Blips is Jeremy, just so you know. I lose track of the lives at this point. I can't even pay attention. So then it falls that way. So that's the heavy arm, is what we're saying. It keeps falling down there. So let's test that. Let's put the heavy arm at the top. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Yeah, and it's still going to go. Is it going to spin around? No. It's going to pendulum down, and it's going to adjust and be the heavy side down. So that's the heavy side, okay? So why don't we put the heavy side over here? Here it is now. Try one more time. So this is like a way you can use the lift test to kind of prove and be like, okay, yeah, I guess something is going on, because it's very consistent. You keep trying to put it in different places and see if it faults itself, right? Where if it proves that it's something else is going on. So there it's at the top, and it immediately wants to go back down. Keep stopping it, but it wants to go back down. Okay, so there you go. So that's one where it's a little heavier. But when I spin it, I'm not going to be able to hold it steady, am I? I can use two hands here. So you might not be able to see it, but it is wobbling ever so lightly on my finger. It's not just my shakiness. I can feel just a tiny little bit of wobble. But here's the thing. Is it like affecting how I could use this thing? Not really. It doesn't really matter at this point. If you're really, really into like never having anything like that, then sure. Okay, great. So that is one where, hey, one arm has definitely been unbalanced for the others. Then you can take something like this. So a buddy of mine recently wanted to trade this for another Grail. I was like, sure, great, let's trade. So this one is an amazing, amazing, amazing spinner. There is like zero wobble on this whatsoever. This is from Unquiet Hands. It's a Cerakote, white Cerakote coated tungsten attic. Okay. So only a few of these. This is an amazing spinner. It just didn't make it past the honeymoon period for me, but it has like, it is an absolute gyro machine and it's great. But when I was showing it to my buddy, I was doing like a little lift test and I was going like this and I was going, okay, so what's going on there? That arm's a little heavy. Oh, what's going on? Why is it spinning all the way that way? And then, oh, it just stopped. Kind of looked like that was the heavy side to me. Shouldn't it go all the way down like that and stay there? Oh no. What's it doing now? Was that the heavy side? Let's try it one more time. Maybe. I thought that was going to be heavy, but it doesn't go all the way down, right? So there's some of them where sometimes it's just the bearing that's doing it, right? So what I'm trying to get at here, is that you really can't go by this. You know, you really can't go by this. And I want to stop seeing people like just taking a spinner and trying to say, oh, it's worthless. It needs to be sold or thrown away because look, it's not this like, you know, still, you know, pillar of stillness and beautiful balance and all this stuff, because it doesn't always work that way. Chat. Tight tolerance bearings will let a spinner pass the lift test and the spinner will still wobble. Very, very true. So what 2EDC Samuel was talking about there is that there are bearings that what you get by, I think this one's just going to be a tighter tolerance. So he's talking about the wobble that you get side to side. If you try to wobble the bearing in there, see that? So the tolerance is how the inner race is sitting inside of the outer race with the balls. And see how there's just that tiny, tiny, tiny little wiggle? So that one would be a bit of a looser tolerance. I don't know what Sam put in this one. It's been great though. I haven't had to change it out. This one I'm going to say is about the same, but a little tighter maybe. So tighter ones will wobble less like that. And that's what he's talking about, right? So tighter tolerance is they're holding the spinner more, right? Because there is that tighter tolerance, right? Sam, on the other side, some of the smoothest spinners in my collection don't pass the lift test, but are dead smooth on a one finger spin. 100% true. So there's one here. I've got a handmade, okay? I have a handmade bronze Spinema from Modusworks, okay? So by handmade, I mean that, you know, that's made on a CNC. Computers are really good at making everything the same on all sides. This is made on a CNC, right? Same side. All my, you know what? All my spinners are made on CNC, except this one. This is old school, back in the day, made in a way where this was cut to precision. Everything was to precision, just doing it by hand. And by hand, I mean like you're working on a manual lathe. You're working with machines, okay? You're not doing it all with hand tools, but by hand, I mean that the hand part comes in where you're doing all the measurements and making sure that you cut all the right places by hand, okay? So when I first got this, and the maker, Jonas Nix of Modusworks, has fully admitted that lift test doesn't work all the time, right? But this is one of the absolute smoothest spinners that I have. My hand's shaking, but It's an extremely smooth spinner. When I first got it, I thought I had a different bearing in there or something like that. And it didn't actually pass the lift test. It's kind of passing it now. But then for some reason, I lift it weird and then it goes that way. Okay, so what? That's the heavy side. So can I flip it? Can we try that again? Now it's staying. So there again, right? What's going on? It's the bearing, okay? The bearing is moving differently in different ways, okay? Which is rare. This is rare that you would have one that just kind of shows like, you know, the testament to how precise Jonas was being with his hands, that he could cut something and make it that balanced like that, right? But I could put another bearing in this and it was failing the lift test every single time. And Jonas has said, hey man, a lot of my earlier spinners, they will fail the lift test. And he said, the only way to know for sure is to put it on your finger. Does it wobble and feel weird and like come off, then like fall off your finger? Bad. It's bad that way. So everyone, let's stop taking the lift test as a be all end all for spinner testing and for, you know, its balance. Okay. Yes, it's a great, you know, jumping off point to see, hey, is there something here that I should investigate? And, you know, yeah, if you use a lift test and you identify one side of it or one arm that is heavier and you keep testing it, throwing the arm in different size, doing it over and over again, not drinking too much coffee before you try it so your hands aren't all wobbly and stuff, and you're consistently getting one side of that arm like we did with our arachnophobia, and then you're putting it on your finger and you're feeling that wobble, yeah, okay, sure, one side is out. But if you're doing it and you can't get something to consistently like work or one side to consistently fall, like you saw me do with the attic or, you know, with this one and other ones, then man, just spin it on your finger. And does it feel good? Does it feel good? Does it look good? Do you like it? It's a good balanced spinner. Period. So that's kind of my little rant on that. Fidget blips. Yeah, the introduction of the third variable makes this a difficult test for three-sided spinners. It can, yeah. But I mean, that being said, I did a trade one time where I traded for a tri-spinner, a beautiful, like what was it? A tungsten triad from Dam Designs, and I got it. I'm playing with it. Feels great. But every time I'm holding it, you know, in my hands, kind of like this a lot of time, I could feel there's something going on. And then when I finally tested it, it turned out that it wasn't just like one arm that was a heavier side. It was like both of these sides were like the heavier side. So in the end, I kind of traded it back and I swapped it back because it was just what I had traded it for. I wanted that trade to be good. And I didn't want to be stuck with that kind of thing. So the guy was great. He let me trade it back and everything like that. And, you know, no harm done or anything like that. But it can happen. It can happen with any spinner. And I just want this to be out there. Just want to be out there so you guys can know. So you guys can know and we can stop getting so uppity about the lift test, okay? It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Pam, what if you take the bearing out and put the spinner on lawnmower blade balance cone? The hell is a lawnmower blade balance cone? You'll have to show me. I mean, maybe I have thought about that before. Like, could you like take the bearing out and put it on a string or something like that? Maybe. I don't know. Here's the thing. Do you want to go to all that trouble? Or do you just want to put it on your finger and see if it wobbles? Right? That's kind of where I come down to it. It's like, do we want to? Right? We could just like, you know, do it that way. So. Excellent. All right. So what do we want to do next? Do you want to open? Let's open another one. Let's open another one with the unboxing video, of course. Let's look at another one. Pam, good. You show me later. That'd be perfect. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go to the next one. It's, yeah, they're all a lot. It was really overwhelming for me. Okay. Enjoy. Story time. It is story time. So long ago, I want to say end of August, maybe this year, 2024, it is now November 27th that I am filming this and unboxing this. It was complicated to make. It had multiple people involved, and it is going to be 100% worth it. I saw a picture that piqued my interest so much, blew my mind, and made me go, what is that thing and how do I get one? The picture in question is right here. This is a full Mokame torque bar Magnum by Scam Designs. Scott McCoskey, OG spinner maker. Been doing it since the beginning. Before all this really blew up, Scott was there making this stuff. So I see this and I go, oh my God, I need that. I look into it. I talk to Scott. I say, hey, what is this one that I've seen here? Are there more? No, this was the only one made at the time. Some collector, Jack Freud, I believe his name was, commissioned it long ago. Cost a bit of a penny. So, hesitant to go ahead and, pull the trigger right away. But I talk to Scott and I say, hey, if I get some other guys together, how many other guys to chip in on this? Can we bring the price down a little bit? And he said, yeah. I mean, I still need to get the Mokame piece to do this, specially made from Mike Sakmar. This is a Sakmar Mokame. He needed a special piece that was 5/8 of an inch thick. And when there was a certain amount of guys involved in it, he was able to, take a significant amount off the price that, made it a little easier to swallow. But it's time. It is finally time to open this up. One more thing I should mention. Right before they're about to get ready to be shipped, Scott PMs me and he says, hey, man, I gotta let you know, the stamp that you wanted, I wanted a diamond stamp on one side and the Scam Designs infinity symbol on the other side. So he says, man, I messed up one of the stamps. It happens. The stamp that he used to stamp it with went a little bit too stampy and it left a little bit of like a mark on it kind of thing. So he said, you have some options here. So he had enough material to make one extra one. So he's like, you can take the extra one, or you can take this one that, with your stamps at a heavy discount. Or you could also wait for me to order more Mokame and, get it done right and do it exactly as you want. So I opted to take the spare one that he had. And then he says, just so you know, the one that, got damaged, I am going to try to sell that one to recoup some costs. And I said, man, I'll buy it. So there's two now. There's two. I have two Mokame torque bar Magnums. I don't know which one's which. Let's get directly into them. We'll open up this one first. It's just here. It's been a long wait. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is the spare one. It's almost too bright. Wow, that needs to get some patina going. Holy crap. Oh, man. I'm going to literally turn my lights down. What is going on? Perfectly balanced. Oh, my God. The way he made that cut there. What a gorgeous, gorgeous collectible. This doesn't happen often. This does not happen often. This is a lot. But wait, there's another one. I am unsure what I'm going to do with this one yet. When I get a better look at the little blem damage that happened. Oh God, there it is. Polished to perfection as well. Got the diamond on the one side. That stamp worked out fine. It was this one. So see here, it got a little bit extra. It's really not too bad. This is the extra little blem right here. As you can see, I'm pretty just speechless. Perfect balance. It's just blowing my mind. There's two of them here. Sometimes it's those happy accidents. I'm just blown away. Worth the wait a million times over. Such incredible work. Scott McCoskey, Mike Sakmar, making some of the most beautiful Mokame, if not the best Mokame coming out of the United States right now. Let's try something. So I recently got some canyon buttons in Mokame from Metal Moose. The designer, Levi Fields, he let me pick out each side of the button that I wanted. And I thought, since he actually designed the canyon buttons to fit on his torque bar Magnum that he has, a tungsten one, wouldn't these just be damn gorgeous? Those are my babies. Thank you again. Thank you again, Scott McCoskry. Thank you again, Mike Sackmar. Thank you, all of my bros who went in on this together. You know who you are. Couldn't have been possible without all of you. So happy about this. I have one more grail to unbox here. I've had a 3 grail day of mail. 3 boxes, all grails. All here today on a Wednesday. I'm going to open my other grail. All right. Cheers, nerds. Right? Holy crap. Holy crap. Chat, there is a similar issue to solve problems with RC drones. There's a prop balance stands available for that. That's interesting. I actually just got myself a drone recently, so maybe I should get something like that. You could test out spinners at the same time. That'd be cool. Greg Meg in. I bet you are, man. I bet you are. I bet you're in for some of this. These are, yeah, gas. +1 for patina. They need patina. They need patina. Patina big time. Very much so. It's just like when I first took them out, I was like, God, it's so bright. I had to turn my lights down just so it didn't like just glare back so much. It's just, oh man, they are insane. So I got my Venusaur buttons from Drake Machining Customs on these ones, because apparently they just make every spinner better and more gorgeous and amazing. So I think the plan is that I'm going to be sending this one to Joey Betancourt, because y'all watched the one where he did a blasted finish on my my Mokame Naboo 2.0. I cannot get over the fact that he could probably blast this one and make it look just as well. It'd probably look even better. Probably looking better than this one, because you got so much extra grain going around everywhere. Ugh, you imagine? And then he said that he would love to try to get that blem out with the blasting and fix that up. So there's a pretty good chance that he could take this from a B grade right up to an A grade kind of spinner and kind of put that finish on there. I think that would be I think it's the right choice. So that's going to happen eventually. I'm going to be sending a lot more Mokame stuff too. I'm going to send these buttons as well. And I'm also going to be sending, I'm going to send Sam's 2EDC, the Mokame triangle here as well. I cannot get over how that would just look so freaking good with that finish on there as well. Like it would. I was humming and hawing going, oh, should I not? And it's got so much surface that's just so beautiful that it would just, oh God, it would just pop. It would just pop so hard and be so nice. So that's going to go. I won't send these buttons. They're Domestil. I'll send its actual buttons with it as well. But I'm pretty sure is what is happening with this one. It's gonna be amazing. And then the other one, the spare one, with this gorgeous piece of nickel there. Like, oh my God, I can't, like, it's like, is it nickel or is it mercury? Like, it looks liquid. It looks liquid the way it's been polished. So this one, I'm kind of thinking this one needs to stay as a polish, and then we see what happens with patina over time. It is patinaing a little slow for what I'm used to. So it's either that there's some sort of finish on there, or the ocean just isn't as oceany as it usually is. But it's very close here, and yeah, usually these things don't really last very long. It does already look a little bit. There's some more patina on there than from the unboxing video. But oh man, just graily stuff. I'm so into this. Does anyone have any questions about these beautiful grails? Because otherwise, I don't know. I just get really speechless looking at them, and I just don't want to sit there and be like, stare off into nothingness. So these are, yeah, It's kind of funny how I ended up getting 2. I thought that was kind of interesting. At first I was like, damn it. Damn it. And I was talking to some buddies and they were like, oh yeah, man, just send it to Joey. Let him blast it. It's going to be so good and he can fix it up. So I'm really looking forward to that. Wait, it's a good question, Greg. I don't know if I ever, you know what? I don't, you know why, Greg? Because you have my other, you have my Torque Bar Magnum Copper and you also have my Bronze Big Poe, don't you? So I think I weighed the copper Magnum a long time ago. And I was like, I thought I knew what its weight was, right? So I was going, oh man, I don't need to weigh these, but you're right. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right. You're the one. You do have some buttons coming. You seemed interested. Oh, fuck. Yes. You can't trade for this. I need to use this for something insane. So if that's the thing, guys, that's the thing. So what happens when you end up with 2 things like this is that, obviously, I can't keep both of them. It doesn't make any sense as a collector to like have both of these pieces, right? So part of the reason that I took on, buying the now B grade one, right, for the big discount was because I could afford it at the time. And I thought, heck, right? It's trade material, it's trade fodder. It's something that I can use as a big grail towards something else, right? I hope that it can end up gaining some trade power. I really think that something like this could, and I'm hoping that just as is like this, it will be able to, but I need to get this one done up first with the blasting and make sure that it's something that I fall in love with and it's something that, he can fix and, make look great. But Jesus Christ, look at those fucking buttons look at those buttons on there. God damn you, Drake. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Greg. I know exactly the fucking ones you're talking about. Yeah, I was mad, man. I wasn't like, I wasn't breaking anything, but I was a little like, oh God damn you, Greg. God damn you. What are we going to look at? Right. Oh, we're going to weigh it. Okay. We're going to weigh this. I go out a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So let's just weigh it as is. Like, I do have the other buttons that are the originals for this, but we're just going to weigh. So I think I'm going to go with buttons 120. That's either good memory or I'm getting real good. I'm getting real good with the fingers. So there you go. It's a great weight. It really is a great weight. It's so manageable. It's just not too big, not too little, not too much. It's very good that way. So yeah, 122. Call it 122. Throw the scale out. No, the scale's fine. The scale's fine. I was just celebrating because I'm like 2 fucking grams off. Like, that's a win. That's a win. That many grams off. I'm in the ballpark. Not needed anymore. Yeah, well, not needed anymore. Okay. So yeah, this is these are a lot. These are a lot, and highly recommend. I hope everyone else gets there soon. I hope no one gets mad at me because someone was like talking about like, oh, let's keep them all secret because there's like 5 other guys involved with this, right? But I went and got dumb and excited, and I just posted right away after I got them and made a picture. So I already ruined it. But I think there's still some American guys waiting for theirs to be finished up. I don't know how me over in Canada was able to get these first. I guess he just finished them first. Kumar, does Scott take orders for buttons? Yeah, he takes orders for everything. Mokame buttons on W body would look good. Oh, sure would. I wish I had a Mokame hybrid, or I'm sorry, a Mokame Magnum to actually test that out. But I have this already has Mokame buttons on it. So I mean, like, that's a torque bar hybrid in tungsten, right? And that has Mokame Nyama buttons from Sacred Spins. And goddamn, Goddamn, does it look good. It was amazing stuff. But I think that these ones would be, well, they're not actually. I remember, Greg, putting the buttons from the spinner I sold you, the copper Magnum ones. I remember putting them on this one. And I remember thinking, God damn, that's a good rip. It is actually a damn good rip. That's one of the reasons that this, the hybrid, tungsten hybrid is such a great spinner. It just lends itself to so many good buttons. Other than fidget nerds, only drug dealers would be that sensitive for single grams. Yeah. Yeah, very true. You have a blackened one. Lucky boy. Lucky boy. Yeah. My only regret with this one is that I didn't, because this is a two-tone one, technically. It's kind of gotten a little, I need to get some, I've got some Cape Cod cloths coming from Amazon to give this up a little polish here. But for now, you can always use something like a Loudy, one of these like little, like, basically it's a magic eraser. You don't need to get it from Loudy, but go to the grocery store and grab a magic eraser from the bald guy, Mr. Clean. He makes them. Yeah. So get a little more of a polish going on here. So this is like what Scott calls two-tone. So what he's done is he basically took the entire spinner and he blasted and stonewashed it. And then he went to these arms, he's part of the arms, and then he gave them a little polish. Not a perfect polish, but a good little polish, right? So they got a bit more of that mirror finish. So the main thing that's really cool with that is that it creates this when light is like hitting it during a warp. That's like one of the coolest features for it, in my opinion. But my regret with this is that I didn't go black and body. So if I could get another one, or if I really wanted to get another one and stuff, I would make this all the black and body and then do the mirror finish on the ends. Or maybe something else. I don't know. I'm almost feeling like I want to walk away from polish a little bit more. Jeremy misses his Magnum torque bar. Well, I would too. I'm getting that back when I file my tax. Good old tax money, eh? Government's going to buy me some toys, motherfucker. Yeah, I love that shit. I remember back when I was like in school, before going to carpentry school, apprenticeship and stuff, so many tax breaks and stuff. It was just like, oh, wow, look, I'm getting back like $3,000 this year and all this stuff. And now it's like the only thing that gets me back any tax money is like RSPs. It's like if I don't have an RSP thing going, I don't get nothing. It's like, you owe $600. And I'm like, damn it. And then submit my RSP stuff. And then it's like, goes back to the plus. It's great. Fidget shopping spree for sure. Yeah, I know. It's like this free money that you didn't even you don't even clock it. Like I don't clock that stuff. And then all of a sudden every year it's just like, it's government Christmas. It's great. So yeah, speaking of Mokame stuff, speaking of all this Mokame stuff, I do want to, well, first I want to make sure these are safe. I want to put some of these away because I have small space here. I want to knock these grails in the wrong way. Can't do that. Let's try to keep out all the stuff that is kind of the feature stuff. Put these back. Put these back on here. Yeah, I'll put the torque bar over there. It's so good anyway. Hey, Timothy, what's up, man? Luna Magnum Zerk. Wow. That would actually be kind of cool. The Luna, I would take over the Mini because the Luna, I thought of getting a Mini one time. I think they're called Mini torque bars, but then a buddy of mine let me try his. He sent some stuff for like fidgets from friends. He let me try his. And I was like, this is way too small for me. Way too small. The buttons are like 18 millimeters in diameter or something like that. And it just, I tried for a bit. Samuel 2EDC tried to like convince me. Is like, no, look, they're fucking great. And I'm like, okay, good, I'll try. I failed. I don't know. It didn't work for me. They were just a Boro anyway, so it was good that I got to try a tungsten mini torque bar. Just a hybrid one. But yeah, the Luna, as far as I know, it makes this space here. It opens up the space and makes the buttons. You're able to use bigger buttons, which is great. So you can use bigger buttons, and then the thickness is going to add more weight. Spin it with tweezers. Yeah, that's no fun. Do you know why that's no fun? Because you don't get feedback. That's why I can't do stuff like spinning tops. I can't just like spin a top and sit there and like look at it down on a desk and watch it, because I'm not touching it. I got to hold it. I got to hold all my fidgets. I got to feel it. I got to feel it in my hands. Got to be that way. So what I want to do is I managed to save like 2 unboxings this week. So one of them is from a buddy. He traded me some. We did a little trade and cash kind of thing. And I got some. I found some of your buttons, Drake. Even though I couldn't win them again, I fucking found some. So when he offered me the trade for some DMC Drake's Machining Customs buttons, I was like, yes, I will take them 100%, because I think I have an idea of where I want to put these. We'll see. This is, I am in love with this packaging job, because it is hilarious. So this thing was this was in a box, of course, first. It was covered in this blue tape and all this stuff. And he sends me like a shot by shot of like assembling it and putting it all together. And I'm like, wow, that is very detailed. I love it. And he's like, I just do this with everything for proof of like stuff. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I thought I was special, but it was like this step by step, like photo of all the progression. So these are Mokame. Drake's Machining Customs. These are the first Mokame ones he made, apparently. It's true. I went and I looked them up on his group when he was like showing them to me. And I was like, oh, those are the ones. Oh, here they go. So I am very, very, very obsessed with Drake's. Fuck yeah. I'm obsessed with them because of his lovely dish. This dish that he does, it just fixes everything, man. It just like makes everything so much better. It's borders on the dishes like creating a suction cup effect on your fingers. And I say borders on because they don't, but it's like he's like studied how to make the fingertips fit so perfectly, so snugs in there. And it's just, I had a really good idea for these. I want to put them on my SP3. I actually have other Drake grips on there right now, but called it. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one, right? They just hug your tips. Drake's buttons. Hug your tips. There you go. You can have that one for free, Drake. There you go. It's perfect. Take it. So these are another ones I want in a sus, and same thing, little smaller diameter. This is raw crystal titanium. Cradle. You're right, Greg. Yeah. DMC. Cradle your tips. Okay, I'll stop. All right. So put those aside. So I'm just like, oh, yes. I'm very, I hope I'm right. And you know what? I'm getting to the point where I am usually right with this. Oh God, that etches. It's a tight grain on this. And then the edge, man, the edge on something like this, it's one of those ones where it holds patina. I knew I kept this one out for a reason. It's the same thing on these Nyamas. It's that the edge here, the edge grain, you never end up touching it, right? You're always there in the middle, because when you touch something with patina on it all the time, you're always rubbing it back off. It can't patina properly. So you'll see how like the patina is forming down in the inner edges of the bowl there, but in the center, it's just getting all polished off. That's one of the reasons. I'm going to get back out again. Stalling, putting these on. That's one of the reasons that blasted Mokame I'm so goo-goo for, because the patina, it don't come off. The blasted texture, it gets in there, stays, done. It just matures. It matures like a fine wine, cheese, and something like that, right? It's a very mature Mokame. Goddamn love it. So, yeah, that's why I think like these ones, oh God, these buttons would be so good in it. It's all going to happen. It's all going to happen. Okay, let's get these out here. Let's do this. So yeah, I've just been really blown away by this tri-spinner. And when my buddy presented these to me, I was like, yeah, oh God, look, that's going to be a really nice height. Ooh. I'm going to let you guys decide though. Like you tell me, does it look better? You saw it with the other ones on there. I want you guys to let me know which one you think looks better. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, it's maybe it's just, oh, they do. Oh, you can feel that Drake. They do feel slightly better. Yeah. Oh, man. See, I was right. God damn. And then something that's going to happen here, because he's done the grooves, is that you'll never get the patina out of the little inner grooves. So what I'm hoping happens is that you end up having more of like a polished part going on there, and then it just starts darkening and darkening and darkening on the inside, and you really start seeing these like dark patina lines. I think that's going to look really good. Like really good. Yeah, better. Right? Oh, I'm glad I waited. Yeah, right? Like the other ones, they do, something works. It does work. And these are going to be a little louder because they're titanium. And then this denser, Mokame, this has quieted it down a little bit. I have a really weird bearing in here, though. I can't figure out what's going on with it. I was going to use it. See, look at that. What the fuck is going on? I was going to use it to talk about the lift test thing, but then it wasn't doing it with the other buttons. And now it's doing it again. So it's slightly magnetized. That's what's going on. So that's another thing that you've got to worry about. You've got to wonder about with your bearings. So check that shit first. Check that before you go and think like, what's going on with my spinner? It's out of balance. Maybe your bearing has become slightly magnetized. It's the only reason something would do something like that. I promise I don't have any magnets like underneath the desk or anything like that. So that is something you really want to pay attention to. And I almost changed it out, but it feels so fucking good. Like, it's not like there's something wrong with it. It's got a really crazy feedback and a really great sound. But it's obvious that something just happened, and it happens with bearings. Bearings will get slightly magnetized sometimes. So don't keep your bearings anywhere near your fidget sliders and stuff like that. Don't do that. Make sure a tight press fit can cause that as well. Really, Sam? Interesting. Sis will love having Sam here. Sam knows so much more than I do. I'm trying to remember if this was I don't think I had to use any Loctite for this. So it could be a nice tight press fit. I don't know. But I don't think it was doing it. I was kind of testing it off screen because I was going to try, doing the lift test thing with it and show that how like weird something can be. So see how that goes down that way. So we say that one is the heavy arm. Let's see if it does it from the top. Nope. So this is the heavy one then. Let's see if it does it from the top. Nope. So see, bearing, right? Like there's something weird going on there. But just, to reiterate and talk a little bit more about that. Yeah, the pressure on the outer race from a slight interference fit can cause it. Good to know. And it just adds to the fact that there's other factors besides the weight of the arms, right? So you really have to, that's another reason why I made that little blurb and wanted that out there, because I just want people to know it's not a be all end all. It's not. Stop it. You're wrong. You've been lied to. It's not a be all end all. Anyway. Wow. I think that one is a good one for now. That's hitting it for me. That is a good fit. Yeah. Yep. Put that over here with all of these beauties, these beauties. So let's get, let's show you the last unboxing video, because it's a wrapped, man. It's a wrapped, and yeah, it's amazing. It's blowing my mind, and I want to do some other stuff with it, because after we unbox it, I actually have a package from Jonas. I ordered the V3 upgrade kits. So the video will explain more. This wrap did come with V2. You know what? I'm explaining too much. Just check this out. Hey, welcome back to the Fidget Nerd channel. I'm Zach Butcher, and this has been a lot. This is my last of a 3-part little unboxing thing I've had to do here today. Okay, so Jonas recently, the newest inlay for a wrapped is called the MV, the Monte Valles, okay? And I have specifically been swooning over one of the ones with a machine finished Zerk inlay, because the machine finish on this Monte Valles inlay, it is a machine finish nerd's wet dream. I had to trade big. My buddy, I knew he wanted a wrapped in mine. I knew he wanted a certain wrapped in mine. So I went to him. You know who you are, man. And he delivered. He found me the wrapped I wanted. Took me a little bit to get to the point of accepting that this was the right kind of trade for me, that it was time for this wrapped to move on. This one, the WCU wrapped. Tungsten copper wrapped, SGS. Very rare. Only 4 of them were ever made. I had one. I loved it. It's great. It's just too heavy for me. I never used it. I am much more of a lighter kind of wrapped guy. Okay. I like them around 50 grams or so. This bad boy down here is over 100 grams with plastic inserts, with the lightest magnet inserts that you can get. That's it. You're 100 grams. That's all you can do with this. That's as low as you can go. As much as I loved it, I knew that I loved my other SGS, my titanium with a end of world finish. I liked it more. It's lighter. It's more my style. So this is my SGS. I only need one of each. So this one, the WCU one, got traded out. And now I get to experience an MVI for the first time. Box, knife. Let's get into this. Are we good? We're good. We're good already. Oh. You got a special note? You devil. Oh, you weirdo. I love you. Look at that. That's great. From Paris with love. You fucking weirdo. That's going as scrapbook. Yes, I have a scrapbook. Of course I have a scrapbook. There it is. We're going to open this up. We have a wrapped MVI polished tie body, machine finished Zerk inlay. This has got to be one of the most ergonomic sliders out there now. Oh, feel it. Oh, feel it. Oh, feel it. Oh, fuck off. Fuck right off. Oh, this is glorious. Look at that machine finish. I'm so happy with getting this that I looked over all the other MVIs and I would still take this one with this inlay, with this machine finish Zerk. I am soaking wet right now. This is me. And I would take this machine finish Zerk inlay over a Mokame inlay one, a crystal tie inlay one, so many others. Any of the MVI inlays that have a polish and you can't see that machine finish, waste of a machine finish. Waste. No offense, Jonas. They look great. But you know what I'm talking about. Goddamn. Monte Valles. So we have the little mountains on the edges here, and we have the valley in the center. Finally got my MVI. It's my baby boy. So blessed. Feel so blessed. Okay. Love you, nerds. I'm going to go have some time. I need some time. With my new Raptor. You guys are great. Yeah. So it's the most ergonomic design that Jonas Nix has ever made. Pretty much hands down. It's there's something special going on here. Yeah, where to start with this this gorgeous beauty? There's some going on with the plates. So when it was shipped to me, in that video, I didn't really mention it because I was kind of just assuming that it was all strong magnets, but it wasn't. It turned out that it was just hybrid, both sides. And it kind of confused me. So it's really good that I have some V3s here because I want to change them out and put the V3s on here. I've waited. I think I got the package on Thursday I got it on Friday. So I had to wait Friday and Saturday. It was okay because it's fine like this, right? But it does have V2 plates on there still. The MVI inlay came out before V3 plates did. So there are MVIs floating out there. I think most of them actually, almost most of them. I don't know. I can't keep track too much anymore. That have V2 plates on them. All right. So we'll go over the difference again. We're going to go over the difference again of V2 to V3. And I'm going to talk more about the conversion kit and all that stuff. So this is actually a good thing. Chad, do you find the interface between the body and inlay on the short edge sharp? Thank you for telling me. Yes. That is one of the things that I found out later that I'm going to show you this. So it is a hot spot. So I have heard since that Jonas kind of corrected that. Jeremy Fidget Blips here, who was in chat a little before, he was talking about his MVI that he has. And he was saying that some people do consider that to be a bit of a hot spot. You feel it a tiny little bit right there. And then you can feel it there. So some people are going to go, yeah, I can't do it. I can't handle it. I don't want it kind of thing, right? My big fix for it was instantly just putting half medium magnets in one side and sticking with half hybrid in the other side. So like I said before, it felt really strong. Like it felt like different. I thought that I was imagining it, but there's something with these plates he made. I actually have to ask Jonas about that. And Jonas, if you're watching this, please leave a comment in the bottom of this video if you watch this later and tell us, tell me what was going on here. Were these ones made slightly thinner? Are they the same thickness as V3s? I want to know, right? I forgot to ask him. So yeah, there's something going on here. That's the only thing I can think is that he made them slightly thinner. I know that the V3s were made slightly thinner. And I know that leading up to V3 plates being released, he had some V2s out in the wilds that were a little bit thinner as well. Jeremy has a pair of them. So it'll be interesting to hear what Jeremy has to say too about if his feel like that difference. So the thing that's happening with them is that they feel amazing. So this is what's kind of confusing me. It's if there is a difference there, it's fucking great. It's all the haptics are just, they're tighter and clickier. And it makes me want to grab, I got to grab a couple more because I have V3 plates that he sent me from before. And I put them on these two V2 bodies. And I was sitting there last night and I was taking this one and trying to figure out if I was like imagining it. And like this one has all hybrid in it, if I can remember correctly. And like they feel the same kind of resistance to me. So I don't know, man. I think there is something going on. We're going to put V3 plates on it. And then we'll be able to find out what's going on with that. And then I got to keep these plates. And I want to put them on this V2 one that I have, because this is an older V2 one I have. And the plates are fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I would be interested. I'd be interested to just do a straight out like plate swap from this one over to this one and see if I can feel that difference. See if we can get to the bottom of it, because it's been confusing me ever since Wednesday. And I've really wanted to know more about that. So, without further ado, where is that little thing from? Here we go. Okay, move these out of the way. Okay, I got some inserts. So I grabbed some inserts with it. I grabbed the extra screws with the Phillips bit. I grabbed extra foam dampeners. He's put in, don't know if I got that many, but oh my God, this is a, oh, you devil. All right, so I got 2 sets of those. And we're just going to put, what we got here. Okay. He's organized it all. Okay. So we got medium 3-click, hybrid, and strong 3-click ones I got. And then many, I probably did order that many. Did I order 5 sets? I probably did. I wanted extra. Okay. Running out of room on the desk. It's okay. Okay, good. I got a little bit there. Ready to go. Let's take this. Oh, right. So these are not Torx. These are not Torx. And I'll explain it again. This is the only screws I've ever been worried about stripping. Still yet to strip a wrapped screw. But Phillips head, notorious for stripping. So the one I have that's fitting it is called a J1S1. And as far as I know, J stands for jeweler size. So once you get down below like the P1 or something like that for Phillips 1, it goes down to like jeweler. This is from an iFixit kit from Amazon. Highly recommend if you want to do any kind of electronic-y things, or you like to fix your glasses, or you like fidgets and all that stuff at home, then by God, please go get an iFixit kit from Amazon. They're amazing. They're so good. Literally hasn't been a bit that I've needed that I don't have now anymore. So it's going to be too zoomy. I don't know. We'll do one side at a time. So I like being able to see all your detail. So what are we going to do first? We're going to get these V2 plates off of this one. This one I taped up all weird. Yeah. And then I don't think we'll need this anymore. Oh, that's the first time I've looked at this ever. I've seen this online, but I haven't seen this cool new. Look at that. That's a really cool laser engraving. Like a little profile side view of the actual MVI, of the MV inlay. 21, lucky 21. Lucky 21. Oh, that's interesting. I thought this was a V2 body. If you open any of your wraps now going forward from when V3 was released, if you see this little asterisk, that means that it is a V3 body. And the only thing that's really different is the way the screw hole is chamfered to allow both screws really to suck in further and compress the plate more. Okay. So if you see that, it's a V3 equipped body, right? So this is supposed to have V3 plates. We should put V3 plates on it. So I taped this because the good old V2 inserts are notorious for not being able to fully kill the rattle, right? I still had the only full medium inserts that I had left were the old, like classic 3D printed ones I found. I dug out. He does not make these anymore. These are like, he used to 3D print all of his plastic inserts. Now he makes them out of acrylic and laser cuts them. So I'll put those in there. So we're putting those aside. We're in theory not going to need tape anymore with the new foam dampeners, which I will show you in a bit. I do need some magnets. We'll turn this into a nice little tutorial thing. We'll take all the mags out this side. So this is a V2 plate that I want to remember. Where is something? I wonder if this pen works still. There we go. Gold. Put a little gold mark in there. I do not want to forget what these ones are. But hopefully I'll just put those right onto my SGI after, like I was saying. Okay, let's get some fresh V3 plates out. So, V3s, differences. Let's grab that V2 again. Big difference you're ever going to tell here is that there is an extra little cut around the screw hole. Can't really remember what that is. And this one is just a straight up chamfer. So if you're looking at a wrapped plate from the outside, that's kind of your quick tell, is the way the hole is there. Inside, pretty easy to tell. It's a whole new insert system. So your old insert system was all two-parters, had to go on each side. And then let's get the one I'm actually going to use out. And then your new insert system is all straight up one piece. Big improvement because you no longer have any worry of this happening, right? Sometimes they could shift a little bit and kind of misalign, and that could cause some problems with the two sides kind of coming together in the right way. They kind of wouldn't align up. So you'd end up with, your wrapped being here, and then maybe it would like settle like this, like a little bit off like that. And you were like, what the fuck's going on, right? So you'd have to be really careful to keep it all together. But now that we have these ones, it's modeled off of the wrapped light inserts being this way, being all one piece. Now it's just one contained, beautiful unit, stays all secure. Let's get some magnets in this. We're just going to do this straight up. So first side of magnets, when you install it, doesn't matter, right? You can just pick a side. But each side of the magnet stick is a polarity, right? One polarity there, one polarity there. If you're doing it all fresh, you can just start with one side and just go for it. And then we'll check when we do the other side to make sure that we're good. So keep it all on that same side. Drag it along. Do it with a metal surface underneath, or you will have magnet hell. Magnet hell. So, new dampeners. Also modeled off of the wrapped light ones. These are a big improvement for a couple of reasons. One is that now they attach They just kind of pressure fit right there on the post. You can just kind of orient them, get them kind of aligned that way. And then it means that when it lays down, that they're just going to go, each one of those little points is just going to go right on top of the magnet and just hold each part of the magnet perfectly secure. Where did I put my other ones? Here we go. So this is an improvement because the V2s, there were 2 parts and they would just lie on top, but they lay on top of the entire insert. So sometimes if your insert was a little bit thicker than the actual thickness of the magnets, you can imagine how the compression from the top of the body, it wouldn't necessarily grab all the heads of the magnets, all the tops of them. Sometimes it would just be compressing the top of the insert. And then you'd end up with the magnet still moving. So this new way is vast improvement. Also comes, like I said, from the round. So now we can just take this and we can just carefully drop it on top. Fits right in there. Okay, so I'm going to try, you can use both screws. I'm going to go for the old one just for now. We'll go with the old one with both sides and we'll see if we hear any rattle. I do want to show something first. So you see how, you see how there's a little space there? Little space from the plate to the post. That's the amount that lets the screws compress this in. And you can hardly even do it with your fingers. So that's kind of a really good genius sort of improvement. It not only holds the screw in place from never coming unscrewed on its own, but it's also pushing the plate down in the center and creating that convex sort of 3D surface where only the edges are touching. Okay, so that's one done. Let's do the other one. That's a damn fine driver. Yeah. iFixit. I think it's like the 64-bit kit for iFixit on Amazon. The thing that's really key about having a driver like this is that the base spins. If you can find any driver where the base spins in your palm, it's really key for small things because it's there, but I can spin it, right? So you can apply the pressure that you need and at the same time spin it easily. That's really the key to not stripping any screw is use the right size bit, apply pressure, and don't be afraid to make it too tight, right? Sometimes you got to go tight and, but pressure, the right bit. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, what we got here? He's got a different taping. I actually really like this. This was on the other side. Oh, my buddy taped it. I kind of really like this way. I didn't have any of this clear, thick masking tape, but I liked how it was just the right thickness to go oversized and grab 4 magnets, and they did the same that way. And that's all I really need to do with V2 inserts if you want 0-0 rattle. Good evening, Stephen Clayton Jr. Big Debo. Whoa, what is this shell? This shell? It's the outer shell. This is the MVI. It's an MVI. Is that what you meant by the shell? Okay, let's get this tape off. There we go. Okay, there is the acrylic hybrid ones. Those aside. Grab some strong magnets here. Pop those ones out. Put my strong stick aside. Grab my medium stick. And grab those ones. Okay. just to make doubly sure. Let's mark this one again. My weird special plates. Chat, yes, thanks. Also, you say my name with the most Canadian way. Debo? Debo. So it's not Debo, it's Debo. I like that. Big Debo. Hey there, Big Debo. Alabama, Big Debo. Sounds southern. Big Debo. Okay, let's put these ones in. Let's grab, where's my hybrid? I'm going to try same. I'm keeping it the same configuration with the medium on one side and the hybrid on the other, like I had it with those other V2 plates, because that's the last thing that I slid it with before I started taking it apart. So that's how I'm going to remember like how it felt. And then when I go and do it again, I'm getting the best chance of feeling if there's any difference with these plates, right? Or if something else is going on. So to get the right orientation on this side, we're going to take this one. We're going to put this here. Oh, God, you're going to hear that. Oh, that swish swash of the fresh plates. Excuse me. I'm probably going to have a moment when these finally go in. Oh, you are Southern. I pegged it. Big Debo. No, Debo. Sorry. You're fucking Big Debo. People call you Big D? Big D? Yeah. Okay, so we're checking this side. So now I know this is the wrong side of the stick. It don't want to go in there. Don't want to go in any of those holes. Not one of them. This is all bets. And then we flip it, and then we know it's that side. Okay? So then I'm not going to do it, assemble it on this, right? You know, it's kind of always better to use this. You might scratch up the top of your surface. So now that I have one of them in there, I can just take it out and just throw it right in there. We know we're good. I'm going to use this side of the stick on these 4 smaller magnets. And then we can take the bigger magnets for the corners, and how do we check the polarity on those? Well, we just hold it up to the ones we just put in there. So I'm holding this side up, and this side's saying, good Lord, no. Please, no, I don't like those at all. But don't be tricked, because it'll go in there, because that's just ferrous metal. It doesn't matter what side of the stick of the magnets you have. It's always going to stick to ferrous metal. So don't get tricked by that. So you want to pull that out. You want to check here. That is not the right side. You want to flip it so that it attracts to those ones. You can just use that to put those back in. That's the side you want. I know there's a lot of magnet tutorials out there, but I also know that it's impossible for you guys to watch all the stuff out there. So sometimes people miss it. So I do like to take the chance to throw in quick other little tutorials for magnets, because it is probably in the top 3 of one of the most common problems that people have with sliders right off the bat. It was one that I had too. I literally almost lost my mind when I first opened up my first slider and tried to change magnets. I thought I was going insane. Okay, so there we go. Put that like that. Excellent. And then it's so easy now. Just right on top, all lines. Take this off. We're going to try the original screws first, because both screws do work. I've even seen Jonas using the Torx ones in like videos where he's got brand new fresh wraps. There we go. That wasn't too tight. That wasn't too loose. Okay. It's going to be so swishy, swashy. It's just, oh, fuck. Okay, 1 minute. I got it here. I'm going to put the, oh God, I got to put the other mic on. It's just, bear with me. Okay, listen to it on the actual. This mic is just for the fidget, so. Have a good one, Pam. This sound does not last forever. If you like this swish swash, you have to savor this. You have to
cherish it with fresh wrap plates.
Okay, back to the voice mic. Yeah, so that is there's something nice and fresh about that. Some people hate it. I've run into very few people that hate it and can't stand it, but it is something I literally avoid using. Like I've been using, where did I have them? Did I put them away already? I think I put them away. But those I had the two other ones that I brought out with the V3 plates. Oh my Lord, I would like use the less fancy one more because I wanted to preserve that feeling. And Tribe, like on his website right now, on the Modus Works website, you can order these right now. I'm pretty sure he's still got them up for order. You can order V3 conversion kits. And I'm of the mind now, I'm almost tempted to just go and like order probably a couple more sets or something in anticipation of getting other wraps that need them or just being able to switch it over. So you're probably wondering, am I noticing a difference? And I'm actually shocked right now because yes, I am. There's something up with those other plates. It's like they're thinner. It's like they actually became thinner. This, now that I'm feeling this, I'm like, this is what I would be used to, the feeling and the ease of the slide and the strength of the magnets for a half hybrid and half medium setup. This feels like that to me. I think this one's even half medium, half hybrid right now. Yeah, very close. There's something going on with them. There's something going on there. And they must be like literally, you know, a tenth of a thousandth of an inch or something like that thinner or just, you know, something. But holy hell, are they good? Like there is some kind of crisp thing going on there. Gas. On a fresh one, it seems like the lines are like guitar strings for Fidget nerdy. Yeah. Oh, you talking about like when you go up the... Yeah. That's actually a fucking amazing analogy. That's amazing. That's totally true. So you tell me, if you play guitar, is that like something that only happens like with fresh strings for a little while? Like, because you listen to like Cat Stevens or something like that, right? And you hear those live recordings and stuff, and you hear that, you know, what do they call it? Is it like a swishy noise? Something that feeling of this, the fingers going up the guitar strings to hit other chords and stuff. And that tickles my ears and it tickles my brain in a weird way. I fucking love that sound. It's an amazing analogy. I love that. That's totally it. I hope I'm taking what you're saying from that and taking it to the right place. But that's how I take that. Yeah, there's something different. There's something different with those. And I need to explore a little bit more by I got to put these in this one. So I'm going to feel this one a little bit more and just kind of good. Gas. Good. Yes. Yeah. Good. Okay. I got it right. I'm just going to feel this one a little bit more and see if I can, it's got to remember it. It's kind of like wine tasting, right? Got to get your fingers used to how this is. Oh, right. And that's the other thing. Yeah, where's zero rattle with the original screws? So what he always told me from the start, he said, you want to use these screws. if you are putting V3 plates on a V2 body. Okay? So if I went and I took, because I know this is a V2 body, and I took these V3 plates, then I'd want to forego these screws and I'd want to use the Phillips head screws. Okay? Because they're going, they have a more of an undercut on them, on the underside of the screw, and it's going to let you press and compress that plate down further to the post on the inside. So that's the main reason for it. But here with this, I am feeling and hearing zero rattle. That the plates and the inserts and the dampeners are all working together, and the screw and everything, and there's nothing. I'm almost sad. I'm gonna have to switch to all hybrid after the stream because I'm like craving more of that feeling from those other plates. There was a little more resistance and tension, but so weird that it was coming from half medium and half hybrid. And I can't give up the swish though. I can't give it a swish now that it's been given to me. I can't give that up. So I'm gonna have to go to a little stronger. All right. So yes, let's get these ones on there and see what we get. Haven't opened this one up in a while. I think it's got aluminum in it. Oh my gosh, I got the dampers on top of the tape. That groovy, super groovy 109. Old V2 from back in the day. Yeah, I've got aluminum in there. So you know what's easiest is that I can just, when they're all taped like that, I can just take it out in a package and then put it somewhere not too magnetic. We'll try right here on my mic stand. Okay. Okay. Still perfectly good plate. Nothing wrong with it. Just broken in more. Okay, so let's get these special ones. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. What if, let's just take these packages, it's going to be super easy, and we'll just put it directly back in there. I got to find the, there we go. There. Easiest magnet transfer ever. So we're just trying to test that, the difference in the plates. Pop that back in. Grab our screw. There we go. Other side. Yeah, I put half. Yeah, this is half medium, half strong. I knew that was the same one. Come on, get in there good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. See, this is always one of the things with these. You had to line them up, make sure they were all in the right spot. Okay, really curious if I'm going to feel a difference. Right away. Right away. There's something about these plates. Right away. 100%. Fuck. I've got to ask Jonas about this. Jonas, if you're watching this, again, tell us. Tell us what's going on. You see this later. Make a comment. There's something about those plates. I can't ever get rid of these plates. There's something going on with them. It just increased the haptics. It makes it feel stronger. It's louder. It's clickier. It's like I can even get a consistent side click, which is usually hard. Pretty consistent. Yeah, Kumar, I did. I did tape over them. That's something you almost always have to do if you're like sensitive like me, like you've been playing with these for long enough. You can almost always hear like a tiny little bit of rattle happening in the V2 inserts when you use them with just like the regular dampeners. It was a big thing with the V2. Now that we have these other kinds of inserts, foam dampeners, they pinpoint the magnets, and then you get nothing, no rattle, but you don't have to tape them. So this one, we just put those in. Yep. Those feel different. That is crazy. It's kind of blowing my mind. I think that's so cool though. Yeah. That's what happens. You start playing with this stuff for so long, and then it's just like one little thing happens and you can feel a difference. I love that though. I love that. I think that is pretty cool. So guys, that's basically all I have for today. I know that I usually do like giveaways and stuff, but I already have a backlog of them because the mail system in Canada is still entirely kaput. We are on a strike, and it's been like almost 2 weeks now or something like that. So the risk of piling up even more, I have like 3 giveaways on backlog, like waiting for them to fix this kind of strike thing, and for me to be able to like offer some more affordable shipping. But as it stands now, every one when I'm shipping like sales and stuff, I've had to switch all the way over to UPS, and it's just like the cheapest I can get something out of Canada now is like probably like 25 USD with like UPS, and that doesn't seem fair to me with like something that's free kind of thing. So I will leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna have a quick bathroom break. You guys let me know in the chat if you want to still do a giveaway. We can still do the giveaway, but you have to either reserve yourself to paying more shipping to have it now, or you have to wait for God knows when to have Canada stop doing a mail strike. I'll be right back and we'll see what the answer is. Swap to a gaming stream. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. All right, no giveaway for now. But that is tempting. It's tempting, Kumar. That might be fun. I was kind of thinking about that. For the sake of tradition, let's do it. Nope, we got 2 votes. We got 1 vote for gaming, and we have 1 vote for hold off. So I'm gonna take that as 2 votes for hold off. And then we're just gonna forego for now. So there we go. So thank you very much, and thank you. Well, you guys know who you are. I'm gonna say who everyone is for like the trades and stuff like that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like some people would want to alarm. Want to keep their identity, secret, super secret, stuff like that. But you guys know who you are. Thank you for making some of this stuff possible. And thank you, Jonas, for making new plates. And tell us what's going on with these plates. Thanks, Greg. I thought this was a really fun one. I think a lot of you guys are like out doing American Thanksgiving things or something like that, though. So a bit of a slower one, but it's good. You guys will come back later and you can check it out. Yeah. You guys are great. This was a lot of fun because I don't get to do a lot of rap stuff and things like that. Oh, God, that's so good. I'm just playing this. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so you guys are awesome. You're super nerds. And yeah, peace out.